What's up YouTube, Brownie here, coming to you with another video, and today we're going to talk some more about rania, and we're also going to just talk about my whole team in general, and I kind of want to bring up the efficiency of the actual build and how well it's doing. So we'll go ahead and we'll hop into rania. I'm going to talk about how I run her in certain situations, and yeah. So if you noticed here, my Arania is actually Polystar now, so we gained a transition level on her, and her transition skill is just a little bit more stronger, and that also means that my transition temple is very close to level 10. I just need a Chaos hero, and then we'll be there. So what's that? 21 Divine Aurora gems and like like 800,000 spirit veins, something like that, in that general area of resources. So yeah, very soon I'm gonna have a temple 10, and I can't wait. So yeah, there's that. But let's go ahead and bring up Arania here, and I want to talk about things that benefit her the most, or that benefit your team the most when running her. And one of those things is heal effect. Having heal effect for Arania it's really clutch. It can turn her what would be maybe a smaller heal into a very big heal that happens constantly, because she heals a lot. Like, it's not just when she does her turn she heals. She gets a lot of heals out passively, I guess you could call it, and it's just it's really good. So heal effect on her's solid choice to have. I also run it on her stone if she's not being Mockman's tenant, so I'll use this speed heal effect stone. Really helps out a lot of fights. And then her enables, I just, you run her enables as needed. If you're doing Seal Land or something, maybe run Balanced Strike. If you're trying to get her to be the damage dealer, lethal fight back, all that kind of stuff, the damage enables. But if she's doing anything other than being the damage dealer, just make her tanky, give her Unbending Will, give her Shelter, you can give her CC Purify, Dot Purify. The one reason I give her Dot Purify sometimes is because I'm pretty sure as long as she has the right Queen's Cores, she can purify 2 different kinds of dots, and that's very helpful. So yeah. Now, imprint wise, I like to run skill damage, damage reduction, and block for most stuff. Now, obviously, if she's the damage dealer that I'm counting on, I'll make this way more offensive. I'll go skill damage, holy damage, precision, something along those lines, or armor break, like whatever you might need on your stat sheet to make her more offensive. That's what you choose. Yeah, and that's I guess I can go over her transition skill again. I run the 6 layers per active, 20% dot increase, capped at 5,000% of her attack, reducing the enemy's attack for the 3rd one. 4th one, I switch between this one a lot, but usually it's this. She burns the targets with Black Kindling for 1,200% of attack damage. And then the last one is a huge heal for restores all allies HP equal to 2,000% of attack. And that happening twice around, or the possibility of it happening twice around, is huge. It's a massive heal. So it's very solid. Alright, so that's about it for Arania as an individual. What I want to talk about now is that my team as a whole, and how it kind of like feeds back into each other and all that kind of stuff. So, I guess to kind of explain this, if you remember back before we ever got the transition temple, and the Tree of Origin was the highest grade you could get, or the highest upgrade you could have. We had way more freedom with who we had as homeowners and who their tenants were and all that kind of stuff. Because you had enough tree resources to make a bunch of T5 heroes, and you could swap things around. It's a lot more fun when you can do that kind of stuff. But now with the transition temple, you have to really make good decisions, and you don't want to make decisions that basically just spread your resources thin, and it just becomes a lot more important to think about and plan what you're doing, because if you're wasting destiny resources on tenants that aren't even on your team, you're gonna have a lot of trouble keeping those heroes alive that are just T5. So for Mockman, Arania is a tenant, so putting resources into her is no big deal. HHA is a tenant, so putting resources into him's no big deal at all. Then I have DGN, Elena, and Queen. They're all homeowners, but what's going to happen here soon is I need to destiny upgrade a 7th hero, because you need 7 heroes to get to Temple 10, 3 Chaos, 2 Core, and 2 Polystar. So to get that 3rd Chaos hero, I'm going to do SFX, because she is the other tenant for Mockman. And really putting the Destiny stuff on a different 7th hero doesn't really... I could put it on Freya, but I'm just trying to phase her out and only use her for certain things like Star Expedition or something. I'm gonna give it all to SFX. She can replace Arania as Mockman's tenant. I won't lose much damage, and that allows me to run Arania in her own home, and her tenants are Elena and Queen. So right there, I have 2 homeowners with basically not maxed tenants, but huge tenants that give a ton of attack. They each give like almost like 8 million attack to Arania. So like when I throw Arania in a home with just those 2 Transcendence heroes, she's at like 33 million attack or something like that. It's pretty crazy. And as soon as I get the resources and the copy of Arania that I want, she's gonna be pretty hard to deal with. It's just, this team is very, very efficient with the tenant usage and just who's on the team, because everybody on the team is either helping a homeowner or they are the homeowner. So I have like 0 wasted resources on the account. And for an account like mine, you have to use every single resource as efficiently as possible, because I don't get a lot of extra resources the way like whales do and stuff like that. Occasionally I can do some of these events that have bigger rewards, but I can never finish them. Never. Maybe you get a special pack and that's about it. So yeah. I just wanted to bring that up because I feel like this team is just super, super efficient resource wise. Alright, so enough blabbing about skills and what they do and build orders and all that kind of stuff. And let's go ahead and do some action stuff. Let's do some PvP. We'll hop into the guild here and look for some teams to fight. Look for one that's got a decent power level and whatnot. Here we have Hazad. He has a Betty team with a Vulcan. I mean, we could try this one. Yeah, we'll fight this one, and then I think we'll fight Cypher, because he has a D6 Mockman. But yeah, let's see, where is he at? There he is. Hazad. So we'll take in our Candy Cane Mockman for this one, because he's using the Betty core, and that pretty much guarantees that we would get twined. And Elena will free us from twine, but we don't want to have to worry about Mockman getting freed by Elena, because she might not free him in time. So I just like to take that worry out and just let him run the Candy Cane, and sometimes you even get the active in round 1 like I just had here. So that's a huge bonus. We already killed the Vulcan, and looks like the Betty won't be too far behind, especially with these Queen counters and the DGN counter. There we go. Alright. So 2 main heroes that we were worried about in this fight, they're down, and we can just kind of probably just skip the rest of this, because those are support heroes. They're not really going to do much. And there we go. Check out the damage. It's obviously mostly Mockman doing the damage. At the end of in the later rounds, Ilamax starts to do, his damage starts to pick up. It's pretty cool. I like him. I can't wait to get an A tier of him. I don't know when that'll happen though. Okay, Cypher. So he's got a D6 Mockman. He's running the Ilamac core with Betty. So given that Betty by herself without her core active, she doesn't CC as much as you would hope. So I think Elena will be able to handle that, and we can run my Melodic Strings Mockman team. We will have to worry a little bit about Taunt, but there's a lot of times where Taunt doesn't even land from Ilamac's core. Alright, so let's give this a shot. Okay, we are running our DGN core because that's gonna hopefully debuff their energy, and his Mockman will be held to a round 2 active. And hey, there we got it. Round 2 active on the Mockman. Now, I'm not sure if the Mockman's the highest attack or the Betty is. Probably Mockman. So what's going to be good here is Rania is going to debuff this Mockman's precision, and that's going to allow us to get a lot more blocks off, and hopefully DGN can debuff his attack a ton with her transition skill. So we'll see what happens. Mockman looks like he got petrified or stunned and taunted, so I need Elena to free him. He's getting CC'd like crazy. Maybe we should just run the candy bar team. Because, I mean, they're still taking a lot of damage. I don't even know if Mockman's gone. I wasn't looking at the beginning. I was looking at something else. But we got very big shields. The Betty's down. And everybody's doing good right now. So, kind of pleased with this. Even though Mockman hasn't done anything at all. He's just sitting there CC'd. Alright. Ilamac getting some kills. That's nice. And this is part of what Rania does. She can allow your support heroes, especially ones like Ilamac and DGN, to do just tons of damage. So, plus herself, she can do a lot of damage too. And I mean, you can see my team's fully healed, full health. Shields are strong. Everything's looking good. Mockman's the only one left. And there we go. Alright, so let's try this team again, but let's use our lucky candy bar. See what happens in that fight. Now, I don't have a D6 Mockman, so I'm not sure, but I think I'd still only run him in the front row for PvP. But I do, once I do get D6 Mockman, I want to test him in the back row with some stuff and see what he can do. Now, this is the only thing about running a candy cane when somebody has an Ilamac core active, is that the twine doesn't hold, or I mean the twine doesn't get immunity, because a lot of times the taunt will take the candy canes, because the candy cane says it's immune to stun, and then the next CC you receive, you become immune to, and if that's taunt, then I can't block the twine. But at least we're getting 2 of the CC opportunities. I have immunities to them, so that's good. This fight's looking good too. The Betty went down real early. We got Scorching Curses and Black Kindlings out, and Mockman's going to be taking more damage. He's also got way less precision and crit damage that he's doing, so we're debuffing him good, on top of DGN doing that too. So that's another really big bonus, is DGN with Rania is amazing, because Arania's, debuffing 50% precision, 30% crit damage, and then if DGN if she replicates that, or multiplies it, I guess that's the same thing, but anyway, if she replicates that really becomes a big damage reduction, and it can really be beneficial to your team. So, as you can see, the D6 transition skill from Mockman is pretty strong, and it's hard to keep up with. We really need our supports to do their job. Mockman's hopefully gonna, yeah, there we go. Got a nice active from Mockman. That was what we needed. So, and as you can see, a lot of my heroes are taking like -1 damage, and that's because of all the debuffs that DGN does and everybody else is doing and stuff. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and got something out of it. I just wanted to talk about because I had some questions about how I run Arania, all that kind of stuff, and yeah, this is how I do it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed these fights, enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.